What if the person you loved most in the world was the very reason your kingdom fell? What if betrayal never came as an enemy at the gate, but as a gift, a marriage, a hand you were only too happy to hold? Vietnam has told this story for more than 2,000 years. It is called Trọng Thủy Mị Châu, the love that cost a nation everything. Long ago, King An Dương Vương ruled the kingdom of Olak from Cổ Loa, a fortress of spiraling earthen walls, guarded by a crossbow that could loose 1,000 arrows at once. Its power lived in a single sacred trigger, a claw of the golden turtle. Kim Quay. Unable to break those walls, the northern warlord Triệu Đà offered peace instead. He wed his son, Trọng Thủy, to the king's beloved daughter, Mị Châu. She loved him openly, and when he asked to see the sacred crossbow, she showed him. In secret, he swapped the divine trigger for a false one and carried the true claw home to his father. When war returned, the crossbow fired only silence. Cổ Loa fell. The king fled on horseback, Mị Châu behind him, scattering white goose feathers from her cloak so her husband could follow. At the shore, Kim Quay rose from the tide. "The enemy sits behind you, Majesty." He turned, saw the trail of feathers, and understood. He raised his blade. Trọng Thủy came too late and gave himself to the well of Cổ Loa. So what truly defeated Ulak? Not an army, not a better weapon, a single act of love offered to the wrong person. Mị Cheu's love was real. That is exactly what made it dangerous. She trusted completely, and trust without discernment is not a virtue. It is a fault line. Because the most dangerous betrayal is not the one at the gate. It is the one that shares your bed and calls itself devotion. And Trọng Thủy? He may have told himself it was love, even as he stole the beating heart of her father's kingdom. The cruelest treachery is the kind we excuse in ourselves. Every kingdom is only as strong as its most loved secret. Mị Châu guarded nothing from the man she adored, and so, in the end, there was nothing left to guard. The crossbow that once shielded a nation fired silence because its true power had already been carried out the door by a kiss. And that danger is not ancient at all. We still hand our secrets, our defenses, our tenderest openings to the very people we should question the most. This is complicity through tenderness, the quiet way we help dismantle our own walls, one trusting gesture at a time. This is why the story still stands. The spiral ramparts of Cổ Loa remain outside Hanoi today, earthen walls that have outlasted the empire they once protected. Legend says Mị Cheu's blood ran into the sea, and clams downstream drank it in, becoming pearls. To this day, the pearls of Halong are folk-linked to a princess's innocence. And in the well where Trọng Thủy drowned, they say pearls washed in its water glow brighter, as if his tears could finally cleanse what her trust could not defend. Half history, half myth. This is Vietnam's foundational tragedy, the first time love and nation were forced to choose one another and could not. Trọng Thủy and Mị Châu are remembered not as symbol villains, but as two people crushed between loyalty and love, a tenderness that became a wound a kingdom never healed. So it leaves us with one quiet question. How much of what we call love is really trust we never dared to examine? Tell us in the comments. And if this story stayed with you, subscribe to DaiViet FolkTales, where we bring the old wisdom of Vietnam back to life, one tale at a time.